Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have never been here before, my name is Kelly and I am the owner of Kelly Soaps. Today in this video we are making soap, and I'm going to be making my pipe tobacco and cashmere. And I say my because, well, I'm kind of making it, but I have never made this one before, so I'm going to see how this fragrance oil works first of all. It is pipe tobacco and cashmere from Nature's Garden. So we're going to see how this is, but I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to get started today. I didn't really plan very well this soap, so I'm kind of winging it as I go, and I need to plan a little bit better, and that's been a problem of mine. So I think what I'm wanting to do is, I can't decide on colors, so I'm just gonna pick whatever calls to me and we're gonna go from there. So let's get started. I think I have my color palette kind of figured out. I'm going to be using Satin Penny from Mad Micas, Black Pearl Mica. I can't remember where I got this from. I think it is Nature's or Nurture Soap. And then I'm going to use titanium dioxide. So yeah, let me get my oils and my lye ready, and I'll be back. I have all of my oils melted. I have my lye water ready. I have my sodium lactate, which is going to go in my lye water. I'm going to mix that up pretty good. So let's get that in there. And then mix that in there. And I usually don't do this, but today I decided I was going to mix my kaolin clay into some oils first and see if that helped disperse it. But I guess it doesn't really matter because it's all going back in here anyway. So I like the way I usually do it, and that's just to put the kaolin clay into the bowl itself. This is, to me, just kind of like a waste of a bowl, I guess. So I'm gonna get that in there and give that a little mixy mix. All right. All right, and I have my colors ready, and I have dispersed these in a little bit of the batter. So there's my Black Pearl. I might end up adding more to that because I don't want it to be a gray. I'd rather have it be a black, but we'll see how it looks. And this is my Satin Penny. And I did sprinkle a little bit of my gold shimmer in there, and I think the gold shimmer was from Nurture Soap, I'm pretty sure. And I love this color. That color is such a pretty coppery color. I like that a lot. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna scrape this down here real quick. So the intention, what I'm going to do, and I have my, where is it? I have my titanium dioxide ready to go as well with my other colors. Oh, and I do have my fragrance oil, which I did add in some vanilla color stabilizer in with this as well, because the pipe tobacco, from what I read, it discolors. So I wanted to be sure that that was not going to interfere with my colors for this. So I have my mold over here that's ready to go right here. All right, I think I'm ready. I always get a little bit nervous every time I do this. Oh, and I forgot to mention also that I did add a little bit of sugar into my lye water, and I think I did it at the wrong time, so now I have like little clumps in there of, I believe it's probably sugar, so I'm gonna strain it out as I'm pouring it in there. So yeah, so there's that. So here I go. Oh yeah. I have sugar crystals. So lesson learned, add your sugar to the water and let it dissolve first before you add the lye. I have done that before, and it was, but I added it before with the water and let it dissolve first. I've never tried it that way, and obviously that was the wrong way to do it, so that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some mixing. Now, for people who have never made soap before, you need to make sure that when you are mixing your lye, that you are using the standard safety practices, gloves, long sleeves, goggles, face mask, if you will, don't breathe the fumes, stuff like that. So make sure that you are being safe. And if you don't know how to do that, then there are plenty of other YouTubers on there that show you exactly how to be safe when you are mixing your lye. With that all being said, I'm going to start off by I tried to do the lightest, the lightest trace, but it looks like it's already getting a little thicker, which is fine, as long as it doesn't accelerate on me when we are actually pouring it. We'll be okay. All right. So for each one of these colors, I just want a little bit. I don't want to be overrun with these colors. I would like the colors to be more, I would like the soap to be more of a white base than the colors, but we'll see how that goes. I'm mixing in the black pearl, which seems to be very, very nice. And I haven't really decided yet. Like I said in the beginning, it was hard for me to kind of decide what fragrance I wanted to do, let alone what design. So I've been having a little of a production issue this morning with me, just trying to get started. And it's been a process, so I've been distracting myself with other little chores, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I love that color. That is so pretty. It's got a little shimmer in it. I hope that the shimmer shows through. I don't know if you guys can see that when it cures. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. That is so pretty. So I think I'm going to just make it simple for me today, because I am having like issues concentrating and stuff like that. And if you guys don't know, I do have ADHD, so I get in this production paralysis, I call it, and I don't want to do anything. Although I love soap making, it's one of my biggest passions and I love it. I just have trouble sometimes getting started. So, and in here I am going to add my titanium dioxide, and I have to take the cap off in order to do that. That's a good. So there's that. The titanium dioxide is dispersed in water. So there's that. And I don't even mind it being like a little off color, like a cream color. Like my soaps usually end up to be like a nice cream color without any colorants in them. So I don't mind if it's a little bit of that because it kind of goes with the theme of this. So now that I have that kind of mixed in, actually I'm just going to give that like a little bit of a blend because sometimes titanium dioxide does not like to mix very well. So I'm just going to kind of 1, 2, 3 go kind of thing. All right, and there's that. That's all the mixing I want to do for that. I do not want it to be thick. I think what I'm going to do, I think I've decided. I think to make it as simple as possible, because I am having such issues today, that I think I'm just going to make this an in the pot swirl, and that should be absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna, let's do it. If I'm gonna pour it like this, let's pour this on one side. And I want to save a little bit for the top. And then let's pour this. Oh, shoot. See, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm having trouble concentrating. So, oh, well, we're going to put some of that in there, and then we're going to mix the rest in there. Hopefully it's not going to... Yeah, that's gonna mess it all up. Well, okay, so go with the flow, right? Go with the flow. So that's gonna be the color of my soap. It's totally not what I had planned. This happens to me a lot. Not planning anything. Well, maybe this will come out okay. We'll have to see. That was definitely not in the plans. I feel like that's going to be such a light gray, but we're gonna go with it. So there's that. All right, well, it's not what I had planned, but we're gonna see how that turns out. So here we go, into the pot we go. Ah! Well, that was a mess. Boy, I am not doing very well today. That's okay. Messes are easily cleaned. It's all right. Okay. Let me clean up this a little bit and then I'll be back. Well, that did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but that is okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of, it's still very fluid. It's still very like runny. So I'm going to try to do like the top, some sort of a cool design. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm sorry. I'm going to turn it the other way here in a minute. All right. Alrighty. I realize I say alrighty a lot. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just gonna get my little swirling tool here aka chopstick, and see what I can do. Let's see. Can't talk when I'm concentrating. Well, the top didn't turn out too bad. I kind of like that. I don't know if I should leave it alone. I should just leave it alone. That's what I should do. Just leave it alone. So we will see how that turns out. I'm excited to find out because it wasn't what I wanted, but I really like the top. So we will find out in 18 to 24 hours. See you then. Okay, we are back 24 hours, actually a little bit more than 24 hours later, and we are going to cut this monstrosity and see how it actually turned out. This was the one, I forgot the fragrance oil in, so we'll see if this, how it works. It wasn't what I planned, that's for sure, so. I do like the top of it. All right, it's different. It's kind of a pink. I have a special guest here with me today. He's helping me. All right, so it turned out to be interesting. It's got that black, looks like it turned green. So I don't know, but let's cut it and find out. So I'm just gonna take a hair off of the end. I always mess this up. That's interesting. It is more of a pink color than the amber or copper color that I was actually going for. So, all right, the moment of truth. I don't know, it's still very soft too. I've just dented it, so it's soft. I don't know, lately my soaps have been very softer than normal. I don't know. That green in there is supposed to be black. So that black pearl, maybe there wasn't enough. I think my thoughts on this soap, I like the top, but it is nothing like I had imagined. And I also think that I have some fragrance oil. I don't think I mixed in the fragrance oil very well, so this is gonna have to be redone. If you look right there, I have some fragrance oil leaking. I forgot what that's called. So I'm gonna have to redo this whole loaf and actually do it the correct way. So there's that. Yeah, I have some there. It looks like, I don't know, those little dots, I'm thinking that the fragrance oil was not mixed in as well as it should have been. So yeah. And I smell it, but it smells more like tobacco to me than anything, which I guess is fine, but I don't know. I'm not in love with this. I think the next time I'm going to make sure that the fragrance oil gets mixed in completely. And then, and the colors get separated. And I'm going to add more green. Well, it's not even green. I'm going to add more black pearl because that was, the green was supposed to be black. So I don't think that these are going to be ready to sell, which is kind of disappointing. So there's that. Yeah. I mean, the swirl's pretty. I like the swirl, but then I have, see, every time I cut it, I'm cutting it wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but we'll just cut one whole regular size bar. And then yep, just smells like tobacco. All right, well, there you go. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, do all the things, and we will remake that at another time. All right, guys. Love ya. Bye.